We're going to take our next to last question from Congressman Weiner. If you would come forward, we'd appreciate that.
What is that?
Do you have a question of this panel on education, governance?
Not really one for me. Or...
You want to comment?
I'm just here for the cake, actually.
I noticed that. I hope you saved me a...
No, I want to thank you for doing this. This is important. I think we should keep mayor control and get rid of the mayor. That's my position on this, but look, we've gone through this period, and I'll try to put this Jeopardy style in the form of a question, but look, we've gone through this period where we've had a confluence of the wrong type of thinking. We've had a non-educator trying to impose a business paradigm on something that is at the very heart of the matter, a very non-binary, non-linear relationship, and that's the relationship between teachers and their students, students and their parents, principals and those teachers, and all of them with their elected officials. And we try to reduce that to tests, and we try to reduce that to standards, and we try to reduce that to a varying and changing flow chart of how the Department of Education should work. And despite the advances in technology that would make it very easy to do, we have not done the things to make the system more transparent. That's going to change in January of 2010. That's going to change. And I look at this through the lens of someone who went to the public schools my whole life. Was a mother as a school teacher for 32 years. A school teacher who left the system because she was upset with the way it was being run. Every day I talk to parents who feel that they're isolated in the relationship between the school system and the community. You know, I believe that it is not so much the model of governance that is broken and needs to be fixed. It's those who are doing the governing. And that's one of the reasons I'm running for mayor. But I appreciate your taking so much time to work so hard on improving the system.
Could I ask you one question?
You may, that's one.
So there have been several recommendations that have come out before you arrived, and earlier in the day the UFT released what's going to be its project proposal for small changes to mural control. And I can list a few. Like the UFT wants to give a majority of seats on the panel for education policy to a minority of seats to the mayor. Then another group wants an independent auditing agency to look at data. And this member of the CEC said he wants CECs to appoint superintendents. So those are three things. Do you support any changes to mayoral?
Well, look, I want to watch the process that's going through the hearing process that the state legislature is having. I have not. I heard that the teachers union was coming out with their proposal. I want to take a look at that. Look, my general view is I am going to want as much latitude to help and do the things that I think are necessary to improve the school system. I do believe that the city council is, in a way, a type of oversight that hasn't been, that should be more vigorously pursued. But I'm open to making some small changes. I do want, though, not to return to a place that accountability is too diffuse. And I think having someone that you can blame is important. And I think making it difficult for the mayor and the city council to elude that blame is important. But I'm open to the ideas of making small changes, but not big changes.
So you wouldn't say any specific changes?
I don't want to. Well, after I go around and say that we need to listen to teachers more, listen to communities more, I don't want to short-circuit the process that's going on now, because who knows, some great idea may come up in the rest of these hearings. But my general ethos is I want less change. I don't want dramatic change in this, and I also believe it should be sunset. It should be sunset in the future.
Thank you, Congressman.
Thank you very much.